everyone, welcome to Talks Pet. Today we are going to hear a story from a mom, Pooja Goel. She lives currently in Maryland with her son, 14-year-old, who has been diagnosed with autism. His name is Nav. We are going to hear their journey from India to the United States. So welcome to Talks Pet, Pooja.
Thank you so much, Namita, for giving me this opportunity. And let's start from the beginning. So Nav was about 2.5 years old when I was in India. I was staying with my parents, and I can easily make out that something was missing with Nav when I used to look around the other kids in my family, in the park, in the mall, everywhere. And I used to have conversations with my mom as well regarding that something is not correct. My child was kind of invisible to me in spite of being physically with me, and it was haunting me. And even the doctors, the pediatricians, they had this thought process, okay, he will outgrow it in a couple of years.
Yeah, you bring such a good point, Pooja. The fact that even the pediatrician was saying he's going to outgrow it. And we know that early years development is so critical, and not getting that support can be so detrimental to the families. So tell me a little bit more about what you dealt with once you knew that something was not right.
So in spite of all that thing that he will outgrow it and stuff, so I heard to my inner conscience, and I took him to a developmental pediatrician in Delhi, and there you go. He was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when he was 3. And with the diagnosis, I was kind of relieved that now I know what's going on with my child. And so initially I started some therapy sessions with Nav back in India only, and it was not helping him. So we decided to bring him to United States, and that's how our journey started.
Tell us a little bit more about once you got to United States, what happened next?
It has been a roller coaster ride, and Nav had a lot of initial challenges, and he was completely non-verbal, and he was not potty trained. He got potty trained when he turned 8, and he would not give any eye contact, and he will not chew upon anything. He had a lot of feeding issues. I have to mash everything, and then I have to feed him. Like the weird thing is that in spite of being educated and in spite of having that little background regarding autism, still I was kind of lost, and I didn't know where to seek help. I was confused. But then I decided to recollect myself, and then I started doing my own research, and then I devised my own methods, and most importantly, I took professional help from the specialists who work with these kids, and with specialists working hand in hand together, I can clearly see the difference in Nav.
Great. You bring such a good point, Pooja, that, it didn't hold you back. You started seeing a difference by working together as a team with a therapist, and your efforts and Nav's growth, you were seeing a difference. So thank you for pointing that out. Do you recall if there was a moment in life that was that kind of was a turning point for you?
Well, it's a long time back. He was about 3.5 years old, and he was completely non-verbal and no eye contact. He was still kind of invisible. So I got this Doodle Pro, and I used to sit beside him, and I would scribble some letters and numbers on it, and he will just look at it. I didn't have any bigger expectations from Nav. But then one day, all of a sudden, he wrote down those letters and numbers on the Doodle Pro all by himself. And I was kind of shocked. I was emotional. It was a mixed feeling. But then that particular incident till date, I could say it gave me a kickstart, and I knew nothing can stop me now.
That is so touching. Thank you for sharing that special moment, Pooja. And your persistence, your patience of how much you worked on his eating and feeding habits and potty training at 8, it just shows that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and parents should not give up, right? So you bring that point so well in this story. What is it like today, and what advice do you have for our viewers?
As a parent of a child with special needs, what I could say is that first and foremost thing is the acceptance. We should accept our child the way he or she is. Like, see, a diagnosis is not going to change your feelings, your love, and your emotions towards your child. And we have to keep on trying different methods, different strategies. We should seek for professional help, because today with Nav's story, I can proudly say that from being a completely non-verbal kid, today he could talk, he could sing, he's a great swimmer, he plays piano, he would eat every single food. And I mean, I'm a super proud mom, and I'm just looking forward to the future.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your story and your experiences. I hope there is something that our viewers can connect with, and it is such a testimony of your patience and Nav's growth, and the support from the therapist that all came together in his case, and you're seeing these differences. So thank you again for your time, and we wish you and Nav the very best in future.
Yeah, thank you so much, Namita. Thank you so much.